Hello. So what am I doing with all these blocks? Okay, so I did a video showing I could not get launched. So basically, um I don't know if they corrected it or not, but I was able to finally launch. But there's been some other things happening with this game. Like, you can see, I'll show you how much parts that I have. These are blocks, and you see each type. I have quite a few of the pink ones. Of course, I like pink. And then I have the rainbow. I have 100 some of those. So I have quite a bit of parts, 342 of these diamond, and those are like 300 million a piece. And then I have a pretty good amount of thrusters. You know, each time I ranked up, I would buy stronger parts as I went along. This one here is a Christmas one, the gingerbread container. So I have all these parts, and these are worth many, many, many billions of coins altogether that I have, all these parts. And then the gingerbread currency you buy. But what I saw, and this has happened multiple times now, and it freaks me out each time it happens. Can you imagine if you bought these parts with your money? So you buy Robux in this game. If you're not familiar with Roblox, basically you buy what's called Robux, which is currency in the game, and you either spend the coins you earn in each game that you play, or if you want to like get special parts or game passes, or just advance beyond what your level or rank is and buy parts or whatever, then you would spend money, like Robux, which costs you buy with money. So just imagine if you spent hundreds of dollars in this game buying parts as you know, journey through this game and your rank levels and whatnot, only to see all of these turn zero, right? And so when I left here, the reason I have all these out like this is because for whatever reason, this is a special holiday event, so I want to buy as many parts as possible so I can build, you know, with these gingerbread house Christmas scenes anytime that I want, right? Because I just like to build. It's just something I do. It's therapeutic, you know, using your creation and, you know, imagination, whatever. Anyways, so you can't buy them. There's this place called Crunch Labs, and that's where you go and you buy your parts. Or you can just buy the parts as you need them as you go along. So I'm in my Bay Area. This is where you build. And so if I'm at zero, then what you can do, let's say I'm going to build a part and a ship, and I need 100 parts. And then I decide I need 5 more parts. I can just buy them from here. And then I'm going to show you, right? Because currently I'm at zero. So because I cannot buy these parts I have to put them all out here so that I get to zero. And that's the only way that I can buy them. See? So now I can buy the part, as many as I want. But it's just crazy that I have to load all my parts just to be able to buy these special Christmas parts, because I can't go to the Crunch Lab store to buy them. I have to load them all out into my Bay Area. And it takes a long time to put all those blocks out there like that. It's kind of goofy anyways. But I definitely need at least 600 or 700. You know, if I'm wanting to build a bigger ship than what I have, then I need a lot of parts. So I'm going to just spend all my money on these blocks. Okay. So I've been collecting gingerbread currency through this holiday event. Oop, that's too much. I don't have enough. Okay. So I'm spending all of my gingerbread currency to get as many blocks as possible. So instead of having to go back here and just delete like 480 some blocks, what I'll do is I'll go into AFK mode. So basically I'll leave my Bay Area without saving. And that just basically will wipe, you know, this. Or I can just clear my bay too. But here, I'm going to show you what happens when I do that though. So if you're not familiar with AFK, it means away from keyboard. Basically you will get rewards for going into AFK mode. For every 15 minutes that you spend in the AFK mode, you get rewards. So I don't want to watch that video. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I have now. Okay, so as you see, my Bay Area is now cleared out. So now let's go in. Do you see what I'm saying? Now it's showing that I have no blocks. This freaked me out the first time it happened to me. I just thought, oh my gosh. And I had to leave the game and come back, and it still was at 0. And I'm like double freaked out. I'm like, all the hundreds of billions of coins. Like, I have 513 billion coins, but that sounds like a lot, but you could easily spend 100 billion when each block costs 300 million. You know what I mean? And so this is like my thin, it's called thin as in ship, but I have big ships as well. So it scares me though. It's like, can you imagine if you spent hundreds of dollars in this game to buy parts only for you? This kind of glitch is not cool. So I'm going to leave the game and come back, and hopefully all my parts will be back. But I just want to show this to people who's playing this game, that if you see this, don't freak out, okay? Just keep leaving and coming back, and hopefully it'll correct. Okay, so I've just come back in the game. Now let's see. Nope, it's still saying 0. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking me out. Oh no. Okay, so what I'll do is go and load any load. See, I have other ships. So if you didn't have another ship, I don't know how this would work or not. Okay, so I'm loading. This is the gingerbread house that I won by completing all the holiday tasks, to include going to the South Pole Rat Tail Planet and defeating the Christmas Grinch of a rat who stole all the gifts. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so now I went into another load, and as you see, I have different amount of parts too, depending on which build I'm in, which is kind of weird. So here's peppermint is 514, gingerbread is 446. Now watch what I do when I go into my, this is the gingerbread house that I built. So we'll wait for this to load. And I put Christmas trees all up and down the Bay Area just to decorate. It doesn't like leave the Bay Area, you know, in flight. It's just for decoration. But this is my ship right here. This is my ship right here. All of this departs. Okay, so now let's see. See the difference? There's a different amount. So I don't know if these are the totals that I have, like, minus, you know, so I have some of these used. So if I go in a different Bay Area, like, none of these will be subtracted. So I'm not really sure why the numbers are different depending on which build I'm in. So now I'm going to go back to my thin as in ship, which was the one I was in earlier, where it said all of my parts was at 0. And I'm just showing this to help people correct, you know, I can't imagine some kid working, you know, doing all the work and earning their way up and building their parts. It takes quite a bit to get to the rank that I'm at 25, quite a bit, only for your parts to say 0. So there we go. So you see what I'm saying? It's just a glitch, but it's a freak. I freaked out. I'm just like, I lost my parts. So currently I have this amount, and that's probably close to the amount that I used in the gingerbread house that I just showed you. And so, yeah, I wanted to build a Christmas village, you know, so if I like delete that other account, I should have probably twice as many of these. But it looks like they're separating my blocks depending on which, you know, build that I'm in. I should have the same amount in every bay, but I don't know why that I don't. It's just weird. So I have 575 gingerbread blocks and 613 here. And when I go back to my gingerbread house, the only thing I think, because see, this ship should not subtract anything, because I didn't make that one. It was pre-made. I just won it from, you know, completing quests in the game. So now, see how many that I have. So now it says 414 and 379. But I know that there's at least 450 at least gingerbread blocks used in this build right here. So it's just not adding up. But anyways, that's the glitch in, you know, if you play this game and you see your stuff zeroing out on your parts, you know, this is basically how you overcome it. I can't imagine though if you just had the one build and then does that, and you don't have any other like build that you could go to clear it out. I don't know. I guess you just clear your stuff and then just create a new build it or save or something. I don't know. I just know that I hope that they get that fixed, because zeroing out people's parts, then they're spent hundreds in the game, which I have not, but I know that, some people have. If they were at rank 1 and they wanted to buy, 25 rank level parts, then they paid a good penny for it. They probably spent a lot of money. Only thing I spent in this game is the Sugar Pop axe. That was it. I bought Robux for that. But this is my big Christmas build, and if I could just get all my parts together and have, over 1,000 blocks, that'd be great. Now, this one has made it to Rat Tail on the South Pole, but I do use my thin ship to get to the Rat Tail planet, and I'm getting the Rat Tail planet 80 to 85% each time, minus glitching or wrong use of the keyboard or something like that. But the ship itself is sufficient to get the Rat Tail. And on the regular Rat Tail planet, I'm getting there probably about 70% of the time. So, got my shields out in the front. Got all these Mocha Blasters, and those do pretty good. And then I've got the glass blocks so that you can see on the inside. So if you're somebody who likes games where you build things using your creativity, this is a fun game. And so you can literally stand here by the window when you're inside the ship. And when you're in flight, you have the ability to zoom in and out. So you can like watch from the back of the vehicle and just see the ship flying. Or you can actually look on the inside as if you're looking at the galaxy from the inside. But the glitch that was happening earlier tonight, I did see that happening to other people. I was just watching this one guy and I felt so bad for him. He couldn't get it, to lift off like I showed you in the last video where the game is broken. So I don't know how to overcome or correct that glitch, because I just know that I left for a while and I came back and then it was working again. So on this glitch here on the 0, I can kind of figure out how to overcome that one. But that's the only thing I think it's important when you see those glitches to kind of report it, or let Mark Rober know. He's got a YouTube channel, so it's like a lot of these developers of these games, you don't have any way to communicate with them. If you get ripped off or something happens, and there's just no communication. I mean, I'm not saying, I think he has his email address on there. You can communicate to him and let him know. Send him, like, when you see this, and that's why I do a video and show it to him, like, hey, this is what's happening. They can I get idea what's happening with the coding or whatever, what's causing it, stuff like that. So, but I really like this game. I think it's a great game. It's for all ages. And right now there's, getting a bunch of freebies for Christmas. And I do not know how long. It's limited time. All these items that you get free. Again, my UGCs have not worked on me. I'll probably just give them away. So if you are interested, anybody wants the gingerbread backpack, if I could transfer it to you, I can't. Something wrong with my avatar. It's like it's a hybrid avatar. Like when I tried to change from the last type of avatar there was to the newer style of avatar, for whatever reason, this portion turned into a block, like the old block type avatar, and I don't know why. I think it's just a conversion issue with the JPEG. I don't know what the problem is, but at any rate, so I cannot, whatever reason, I've tried wearing the items, the UGC items that I've won, and they just don't work. I don't know if it's my avatar or if it's the actual part itself. I don't know. But if anybody else can wear those items, I did see one person wearing the octopus face or head or whatever. And I have that, and I can put it on. I can try it on my profile page, but it just doesn't work for me. So if you want my gingerbread backpack or the UFO light, I'll just give them to you. Just let me know. Okay. Anyways, that's it for this one. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.